What I think about our mentor couple, they are just a great example for us. And for me, they are so real, so open and honest that you can see through them. And that's what I really love about them.
They've become dear friends, and it's been now over 2 years that we have known our mentors, and we have developed a very close personal relationship with them.
It's been over 9 years now, and it's just been really fun to maintain that relationship and know that they just really care about our marriage, our ministry, and our family.
I have an ongoing relationship with my mentor. I get contacted by him about once a quarter, and he asks me hard questions, which is really meaningful to me. Because I know that he cares enough to take some risks in that relationship and making sure that I'm being honest before God and with myself. And I also have to be honest with him as well.
We all have blind spots, areas that we don't really know are there. That's the word blind spot, but someone that can kind of step back and ask some probing questions that kind of identify some areas that we may not necessarily be fully aware of, or if we are, maybe not to the extent or the depth of a particular issue or situation, both in terms of our marriage or in terms of ministry. And so blind spots are huge, and I think one of the advantages about mentoring kind of a relationship like what we went through is that it removes a few of the surprises that may come up down the road. If we can basically avoid as many collisions as possible, I think that's one of the goals of making sure that we stay on course.
They made it easy for us to realize that we weren't the only ones in our crisis situation, that there were others just like us in the big picture of things instead of just focusing on the fine aspects of it.
Being able to, after you spend a week there, to continue that relationship with that mentor couple for however long that you would want to take advantage of them being available for, being there for you.
And I think that's part of the safety, is knowing that the relationship with your mentor will be something that continues. It's not been there, done that, moving on to the next couple, but that they take an interest in you for the long haul.
I think that the mentors were intentional with us in a way that wasn't intrusive. We never felt like we were being interrogated. We felt cared for, that they were interested in us, and that they had been, if not in exactly the same situations in life, similar, and could understand and relate, and just felt really supported.
They're just very caring, very sensitive. They are very knowledgeable of the ministry and pastoring, so they know exactly what you need.
And they just made you feel so comfortable that you were able just to really be yourself very, very quickly.
I really appreciate their availability. I mean, they would take time out of their busy schedule to actually serve us, help us, and not only spend all this time, but also be able to actually follow up and make sure that we are faithful to not only the commitments we made to each other, but the commitments we made to God. So, and in fact, their example actually motivates me to do the same for other couples, other shepherds.
Just to have my phone ring and for our mentor's name to come up on the phone and know that he's calling, and here again, not on some scheduled way, but just it would always just come at the right time, and it was just like a special gift from God.
And that idea that who shepherds the shepherd? When you move into ministry, you are called to care for, to shepherd people, and yet so often you're not being shepherded, you're not being cared for, pastored by anyone in relationship to you. And if you are, it often has an organizational context to it, a denominational context. These people are shepherding me, but they also hold the strings to the longevity of my position, the success that I will have in the future. But to go to a place like Standing Stone where these people care for me, genuinely care for me, for who I am, for what it is that God has called me to, And none of this, you know, it's kind of a Fight Club, you know, it's going to stay there, and we're not going to have to worry about who else hears about this, because these people are safe.